Everyone second guesses their worst days at work. Mountain View Deputy Fire Chief Sterling Holden was willing to do it out loud with us today so that we can all better understand the choices that faced them as the Marshall Fire rode the wind through Superior. Here's Marshall Zellinger.
Yes, sir. We do have a small fire. It's just south of Marshall Road on Highway 93.
I think I got there around 11:15, 11:20, somewhere in there.
This video was recorded around the same time Sterling Holden arrived at the Marshall Fire.
The way that I approached from, you couldn't see much because of smoke and dirt that was blowing so much. So it was hard to see past the hood at the time.
Holden is the deputy chief of Mountain View Fire and Rescue, but on December 30th, he was acting chief and among the first on scene where the fire started.
So it happened that fast that arrive on the fire, get a little situational awareness, have a quick conversation that there's fire behind us, and I turn around and there's fire going across the road I just came in on.
He had come from the east where the fire had already moved. Within minutes, he was evacuating people in Marshall and trying to game plan for a fire playing by different rules.
That thought in my head didn't really hit me that the original Town Superior is like gonna be gone, right? That never triggered on me that soon in the event. Instead of saving a home, I'm trying to save a block of homes, or I'm trying to save a town at this point.
As the fire reached Superior, his focus turned to continuity of government.
You kind of make this mind change of like town survival all of a sudden, you know, and how do we keep town hall functioning because all their records and their servers and all those things are in there, and so we need to dedicate resource to that. And when you have extremely limited resources, and I'm counting the number of engines I was able to use on one hand, it's tough. It's tough to make those decisions.
Another tough decision was to protect what could be an even bigger hazard.
If I let this building go, will it cause a hazmat situation that we have to clean up for days or months? For instance, the Tesla dealer, and I'm sure people question why we did that, right? But with all the batteries and everything, that's a large hazmat situation if all those cars catch fire and it starts to burn. The game plan ended up being truly is notify people of what's happening and don't get anybody hurt if possible.
Holden told me he has spent several nights awake in bed thinking of what he could do differently, and he told me not a lot from the get-go. He did talk to me about some of the challenges, though, not being able to see past the hood of his car, so much radio traffic it was hard to communicate clearly and effectively, and communication with other agencies that were helping out. But again, with the fire as fast and dangerous, the fact that we aren't talking about more injuries or death, Kyle, that's a testament to his work and the other fire crews who responded.
Yep, I remember that first night, that Thursday night when we were out there, we could witness some of that, watch some of their saves that had happened. And when I drove by that Tesla plant, that Tesla facility, I know I've told you this, rolled down my window to take a picture of firefighters defending it. It had some damage. And whatever had burned there smelled about as funky as anything that I smelled that day.
It's interesting to hear from him that he knows that people are probably like, why did any effort be made on that business? But to have the mindset, like, if we let that burn, we could still today be dealing with a hazard that we could prevent by protecting it 2 weeks earlier.
Marshall, thank you.